So in this section, we are going to talk about intents, and I think we covered in our last section about keywords, and we have covered about keywords, but we have not covered intents, right? So what are intents? Intent is an NLP. So intent, as the name, the meaning of the word intent is the intention of what the customer is trying to say, right? So when the users come on a platform, I cannot expect them to directly come and say, exactly what we want to know, right? So let's suppose a banking customer comes in and they say that I want to know my account balance, right? So I cannot have account balance to be the keyword, right? It can be anything. They can phrase it any which way, but natural language processing understand what the user is trying to convey, which is the NLP engine understand the intent of the customer, and accordingly it gives a relevant response, right? So what we will do is we have a section called as intent, right? If I click on this, you will see all the intents that have been created. So we have integrated with Amazon Lex as our NLP engine, a third-party tool that we have integrated. So what we have to do is, if I have to create an intent, I just go and do a create intent, and then I just have to name it. So in this case, I'll name it as greet as an intent. Then I say hi, hello, I need help. Good morning. Good morning. So if the user says this, so they did not do an exact match, right? So if I give them different keywords, right? Need support. So if the user says anything like this, I need support. Even if there is no match for this, still it's going to be able to do the prediction, right? So instead of hi, hello, if I say hey, so we'll add all this training data, and once we train the bot, what happens is the bot is able to understand that the intent of the user, right? This is great intent is very generic. Maybe I may do a spelling mistake or something that would help you to actually me demonstrating how it would work. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the chat flow section, go to customer support. So I've trained. So I think I've got this. Once you add this intent, I have to train this. So wait, I think it's already getting trained. So I'm getting something went wrong. Let's wait. Yeah, just getting trained. So I trained it. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the chat flow, go to customer support bot, go to start input, and what instead of keyword, I'll just go and select intent from the drop down, select greet, and save this. Okay. So while this is getting trained, I just go and publish it. Right. I'm assuming it is the training is done. So in this case, instead of I think this chat flow is active. Just let me just check. I see hi. Right. So this is exact match. Right. It is expecting in hi. But what I'll do is instead of hi, I say double I. Right. So that is. Right, it did not follow me. Right. 1 second. Hey. Let me just say hey. I think this is already in middle of the flow, and I think that's why it's not. So let me just end this flow. So I'll just enter invalid input 3 consecutive time. It's going to end the session. This time around, I just say hi. Right. So this is a new session. I say hi, and through start input, it was able to predict. And if you go here in the intent section, there is nothing as h double I. Right. There is nothing as h double I. So let me just see one of the any of this any chat flows that I have. Okay. Or else what I'll do is we'll create one new intent. Right. Called as account balance. We'll take banking as an example. Account balance, and then what we say account balance. What is my account balance? So I'll have different phrases. Account balance. Right. I just create this intent, and then I train this intent. Right. This got trained. While this is getting trained, what we will do is we'll create a simple flow. So I think there's already one flow. I think that have been created. I don't know. I think long back some demo flow. So what I'll do is I'll select intent, right, and account balance, and I save this. And there's some flow already created. I'm not sure which flow is that. And I'll just publish this, right? I'm not even going to bother if the intent that I've created that I do an exact match here, right? Let me just end this 1 second. I won't even try to actually do a match. But what I'll do is I'll just say what is my account balance, right? And see if that chat flow gets triggered, right? Yeah, I think the chat flow is active. 1 second. I think it's still getting trained. Let's wait until it gets trained. Is that trained yet? Okay. Yeah. Let me republish this. It takes a while to get it trained, so sometimes it might not reflect here immediately. No. right? So as you can see, it got a match, right? This actually worked actually. So I think it got trained just now. So need to know my account balance and greetings, welcome to Bank of RML. So this is some dummy bot that we have done, but you can see that it did a match. So sometimes it takes times to train. So at least I was able to demonstrate that you won't be immediately get to it will not immediately get reflected, but you would have to wait for a minute or so for it to reflect. So but as soon as it gets done, so I did not do an actual match, so I just entered the intent, like want to know my account balance. So I'm for the it to be more accurate, I would have to have more training data, and then the accuracy improves. And also one more thing, there is a separate cost associated to it because it uses AIML. I think there is some pricing related to it. You would have to check with the PM for that. And that's about it. So in our next section, we'll just cover about more features that are offered by Chatbot Builder. So stay tuned. Thank you.